Good morning, folks, and welcome back to When the Dust Settle. The Dust Settle is a community-based YouTube channel. We come to you every Thursday and Friday to discuss top provoking issues that are happening around the world. And today we're going to be talking about the situation in Israel and how that could divide the Democratic Party, just as how the war in Ukraine has divided the Republican Party. If for the past week we have seen the violence that happening between Israel and Hamas. To give you a little bit of context about Hamas, Hamas is a militant group in Gaza. It controls Gaza, and they started controlling Gaza in 2000, I think 2005, 2006, when they won the elections, and they also fought war against Fatah that controls the West Bank, the Palestinian Authority. So over the weekend, as we know, that Hamas carrying a very violent attack. According to analysts, that was the most violent attack on the Israeli territory in more than 50 years. Figures from CNN and MSNBC and Fox say that almost 1,300 Israelis have died, and almost 1,350 Palestinians have died from Israel's military retaliation, bombing Gaza. But yeah, the situation I want to discuss today. Everybody now, most people are now all of us are now ego. We are now seeing the violence that is going on in Israel. That Hezbollah carry on in Israel, and regularly so. That was a very, very bad and atrocious act by Hezbollah. And Israel should respond, but the response that Israel should carry should be measured. And this is how it's going to divide the Democratic Party. If Israel goes into Gaza, and the war drags on for a very long time, and people start to see the atrocities in Gaza, then the Democratic Party, that already sympathetic to the blockade of Hamas of Gaza, will try to hold back on aid and try to ask for concessions before they can approve aid to Israel. Just the same way that the Republicans or some members of the Republican Party try to cut back on aid to Ukraine because, according to them, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Tucker Carlson, all those hardliners, have been forcing their members to cut aid to Ukraine. So if the situation in Israel or in Gaza continues for a long time, and Israel should send ground forces into Gaza, the Democratic Party is going to get divided because most members in the Democratic caucus are sympathetic to the cause of the Palestinians. Most members, if you remember, I think 1993, Bill Clinton, who was a Democrat, all fight for the two-state solution. So the underlying causes of the problem in Palestine should not be ignored. Those problems should be addressed. And it's not only the Democratic caucus that are going to be divided. It's also even university students. I was reading something on the internet where they say the Black Lives Matter university student groups are all blaming Israel for the situation that is happening in between the two countries. So there's a very different situation when it comes to Ukraine and when it comes to Israel. For Ukraine, we know it was unprovoked aggression from Russia, but for Israel and Hamas, which is the offspring of Islamic Brotherhood from Egypt, that is operating in Gaza, won election in Gaza, pushed out Fatah, The situation in Palestine is different. The Palestinians, almost 2 million Palestinians, 2.3 million Palestinians are getting the fuel and the food and everything from Israel. That is one of the biggest prison on earth. So all of those factors, all of those issues that led to the Saturday's attack by Hamas into Israel, all of those issues should not be discounted. All of those issues should be taken into consideration. I know Biden has said that United States is with Israel, and they said they are, but the carrier strike group warships other things near Israel to deter any foreign actors to get involved in the situation. But equally so, I think Democrats are telling Biden, look, you got to tell Israel that they can't continue these bombings. They got to go after Hamas and not the innocent Palestinian civilians. It's hard to distinguish who is who, but that's the responsibility of Israel now, and the Biden administration are going to be giving it and Israel all of this military aid to make sure that this military aid or those military aids are used for going after Hamas and not destroying Gaza and the Palestinian Authority. While that is the case, the Biden administration also has to Biden administration and the international community, the United Nations also have to come back so that they both sides, Palestinian Authority, Hamas, and all the militant group of Israel within the Palestinian Authority can sit down and come up with a comprehensive solution for a two-state solution. Because the situation in that place is very, very complicated. It's complicated to the extent that you get Hamas, you get other militant groups. You don't even get the Fatah. You're not talking about Fatah who get the Palestinian Authority in West Bank. But you get Hamas, you get Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. You get Syria over there. You get Russia in Syria supporting the Syrian government. You get Iran supporting Hezbollah. They are also based in Syria. So why people don't think that the same way United States have supported Ukraine, and we agree that United States need to support Ukraine to dismantle Russia military power in that area, why do you think that those javelin, those drones that Iran has given to Russia to use in Ukraine, Iran can give those same things to Hezbollah and Hamas to use against Israel? So the situation is very complicated. It's complicated, and the whole world have to do something to ensure that we control it so it doesn't spiral out of control and lead to a very big conflict that we all would not be able to handle. Again, you are watching The Dust Settle. When The Dust Settle on YouTube, it's a community-based YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and also comment. I'm your host, Karaoke Pico Conway, and we'll talk to you when I talk to you. Have a great day. Bye for now.